I remember back in 2008, we were very privileged as a family to be spending Sukkot in Israel. And of course, as is the minhag here, the chief rabbinate puts on some kind of zecher Hakhel experience. Of course, it was the end of the Shemitah cycle. And I remember being with my father at the Kotel, listening to Rav Ovadia Yosef read from the Torah. And the truth is, I don't remember the exact details of the whole experience, bichlal. But it definitely left something impactful upon my soul that I remember to this day. The beauty of all of Am Yisrael coming together, the great gedolim of the generation, sitting on the dais, reading Torah and teaching Torah, definitely left an imprint. And I think if we have a very brief look at something that Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch mentions with regards to Hakhel in this parsha, he tries to understand the definition of uvenehem asher lo yad'u, that even the children who do not understand what is going on, they should still be brought to this beautiful experience of Hakhel. And he says the following: the children have not yet attained the understanding to be brought to the study and observance of the Torah by what they hear at the public reading. Nevertheless, when they listen to the reading of the Torah together with their parents at the great assembly, the very occasion will leave its imprint on their souls. There's something inspiring about this grand and tremendous experience that will leave a long-lasting impression. And it got me thinking, because I think when it comes to educating in the Jewish realm, we often are wary of experiential procedures. Sometimes we downplay those magical Havdalah moments or the slow Shirah singing at Sudah Shlishit because, and this is true, they're not always long-lasting. They might make a small impression, but at the end of the day, it's the mundane, daily fulfillment of halacha that keeps us rooted to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to our faith. But perhaps what we can learn from Hakhel is maybe the opposite. And when we put it in context, something that a lot of us have been thinking about over the last few weeks is the death of the Queen. And there's been lots beautiful, wonderful things written about what she meant and what she did. But an opinion piece in the Wall Street Journal caught my eye. It was talking about the Queen being the Queen of our times. And in a side point of the article, I'd like to read to you the following. The author says as follows: on Thursday morning, the line to see the Queen at the Palace of Westminster stretched more than 5 miles. People tried to explain to reporters why they were there. To take part in history, they said. To acknowledge history. To see something you may never see again. To show respect and to do it all together as a people. To honor goodness, which she was a good woman and everybody knew. And to say thank you. And these are all beautiful ideas, genuine, authentic, and very, very meaningful. But I think what ties them together and what joins these ideas is the fact that the people waiting in line, in the queue for hours and hours and hours, simply wanted to be part of this life-changing and once-in-a-lifetime experience, so that they can tell their grandchildren that once upon a time they stood in line to pay their respects to the Queen of England. And that's going to leave an imprint on the British people and foreigners who flew in just for the occasion. The past week we had a fascinating meeting amongst the staff at the yeshiva that I teach in. And one of the rabbis asked, I think, a very important question. Why do we focus so much on slichot in our educational institutions? Surely at the end of the day, we have students who are struggling with the simple things in Judaism. Shachrit, Tefillin, Mincha. Let's make a push for a special Shachrit. Let's make sure that every kid is coming to Shachrit the entire month until Rosh Hashanah, until Yom Kippur. Why do we make such a fuss about slichot that no one even understands? It's late at night or early in the morning. What's the point? And one of the rabbis turned around and said something tremendous. He said he remembers his first slichot experience back in his yeshiva days. And what he remembers about it was difficult, it was long, it was hard. He did not know what was going on necessarily, but he remembers it as a special and unique experience. And I think there's a very important element about that with regards to the Yamim Noraim as a whole. It's fascinating, besides for the fear component and the cultural push to come to the Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur service, no matter how secular or religious one is. These are formative experiences in the Jewish world and in Jewish life. And I think it's important that we embrace those experiences and make them into the amazing experiences that it can really be, to give that lasting impression and to show everyone how special Judaism can really be. Have a wonderful Shabbos.